Hi, this is Jill from Humu Yoga, and this is the Gentle Yoga Practice. Today, we're going to be working on the theme of renew. And I feel like it's the perfect theme for the new year. So I'm going to go ahead and guide us through a gentle opening where we connect inwards and get to a place where we can really receive the inspirational quotes on renew. And then I'm going to go ahead and weave that theme into a gentle yoga practice where by the end of it, you will feel inspired to renew and take on the new year. So we'll get started. I always practice with a couple of yoga blocks and a little towel, but you could use a yoga belt or an exercise band or nothing at all, whatever suits you. So as we get started, we'll take the hands down to the floor and find yourself in a seated position that you feel supported. So whether that means sitting up on a blanket or a block or having your legs in a different way, that's up to you. But find that nice, steady seat. And then with the hands by the sides, start to focus inwards. So we'll focus on the pelvic floor and just notice, can you engage the muscles you're sitting on, just enough to keep you stable? And we call that Mula Bandha or root lock. Mula means root. And then above that, below the belly button, draw in and get a sense of lifting upwards, and we call that Uddiyana Bandha. And Uddiyana means flying upwards. And then at the top of the spine, gently draw the chin down and get a sense of sealing in the energies. So we call that Jalandhara Bandha or chin lock. And with the bandhas engaged, you're supported from inside so you can release the hands and just start to focus on your breath. So as you inhale, just really notice, can you feel the rib cage expanding? And then as you exhale, the rib cage relaxes and draws closer together. Just focusing on that breath. Inhale, feel the rib cage expand, taking the breath in, and exhale, releasing the breath. Do that again. You inhale, take it in, and exhale, feel the rib cage come together. We'll take our hands to prayer position and we'll vibrate an Om together, and I will go through the renew quotes. So taking a breath in. We must always change, renew, rejuvenate ourselves. Otherwise, we harden. Rest when you're weary. Refresh and renew yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit. Then get back to work. With the new year comes a refueled motivation to improve on the last one. Every day is a fresh start. Wake up with a thankful heart. Relax, refresh, renew. Renew. To me, that means releasing what you no longer need and just being fully embodied in the present, and then being open to change in what might come your direction. And let's find that in the practice. So from this nice seated position, just take a breath in and reach the arms up and really lift up. Feel that sense of lift. And then we're going to take a gentle twist to the left. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, let the hands come down. Your right hand's going to come to the inside of your right knee, left hand behind, lift up again, and then exhale, start to turn. And we're turning the right ribs to the left, and then gently gazing down the nose and a little bit over the left shoulder. One more breath. Inhale. You might want to change your hand to the outside of the left knee. That's up to you, or stay where you are. Let the breath bring you around. And then inhale, start to come back. Reach up, keep it gentle. Reach though, lift. Inhale, exhale. The left hand comes to the inside of the left knee, lifting up. I feel like I'm turning the left ribs to the right as you lift up, turning the ribs, and then gently taking my gaze to the right. And then maybe you want to change hands. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, gentle turn. And then inhale, reaching up, reach, and exhale, hands come down to the side. Now we're going to make our way over to all fours. So you could just take your legs to the side and come over to all fours. And we're going to come into the cat-cow. So let's inhale, arch your back and lead with your sternum, not your neck. And feel the shoulders draw down your back, and your back is working here. And then as you exhale and round the spine, you can feel the belly really lift, and you feel a stretch across the back body. And then inhale, come forward again, and you can arch the back, gazing down the nose and a little forward. And then exhale, round the spine. We'll do one more round. Inhale and come forward and lengthen. And exhale and round the spine. And now we're going to take the feet together and the knees apart and start to walk the hands forward for child's pose. So just draw the tail under and do the best you can, reaching the arms forward, pulling your belly in as you reach. Inhale and get some length. Feel like you're really melting your chest down towards the floor. Inhale. Exhale, nice full breaths. One more, breathing in and exhale. Let's gently walk the hands over to the left. Reaching, inhale, you feel a line of energy from your right pinky to your right butt as you reach. Feeling that side body, inhale. And exhale. You can rest your head down. Inhale, let's go to the other side. And exhale. Feeling the line of energy from your left pinky finger to your left butt as you breathe. Inhale, you could rest your head down. And exhale. Inhale, rising up. And we'll come back to all fours. Now from here, we're going to walk the hands forward for puppy pose. So just walking the hands forward, you could tuck your toes under if you wanted, and just let your heart melt down. Try to keep your hips over your knees as best you can, and just let the sternum come down towards the floor. Maybe you could rest your head here, reaching the arms, keep breathing, and just stay where you are. Feeling the breath, feeling the openings. And then inhale, we'll start to walk up. And then from here, just feel a nice supported all fours, right? So the belly is in, nothing's arched, nothing's rounded, you're nice and neutral. And then from here, see if you can reach and stay balanced your right arm and your left leg. And really reach, and then see if you can lift it up a little bit, keeping your gaze long. And then slowly come down. And then we'll do the other side. Left arm, so really pressing down through the right hand. Really reach and lift up and come down. And we'll do that again. And reach, lift up and come down. And other side. And reach and lift up and come down. And then from here, I'm going to use the blocks. We're going to come up to the knees. And this is where you might want to use a blanket or a little towel for the back knee, because we're going to come into a kneeling position where your right foot's going to be forward. So we step the right foot forward, and the blocks are nice because they help support you to keep you up. But you might just be able to sit up like this, right? That's up to you. Maybe you're supporting yourself. And then from here, we're just going to do a gentle fold forward. So you could walk your blocks out if you wanted to, and just feel like you're pulling your right butt back and pull the toes back so you get a nice stretch in the back of the right leg, and fold in and breathe here. So you're hinging at the hip, you're coming forward, breathing, and then inhale and rise up. And then from here, we're going to step this foot down, and we find ourselves in this lunge. And without lunging forward just yet, just feel a sense of lift here. Can you take the tail under on this left side? And now we'll come into the lunge. Make sure your weight is forward of your knee. You're not right on your kneecap. And bend the front knee. And just see how that feels. Can you get a nice stretch here? Keep the tail under. Keep that happening. This can be intense. And then we're going to inhale and reach the left arm up. Reach up as high as you can, gently gazing down the nose. You might want to take your gaze up if that didn't put strain in your neck. And then from there, we're just going to take a little side bend over to the right. And you could gaze either down your nose and straight ahead, or your gaze could be a little up. Breathing, and then we come back, lift up again one more time, see where you go. Maybe you can take both hands, gazing down the nose, but lifting the sternum, breathing, and then coming back. And we'll go to the other side. So hopefully that was a nice deep stretch. We're gonna put the right knee on the blanket or the towel and just come and straighten the left leg. And from here, we're pulling this left hip back and we're coming into a deep fold, folding forward. Try to straighten this leg. Some of you might be able to have your hands on the floor. And if you don't have blocks, it's a little challenging with the balance, right? But just go to where you can. And then inhale and rise up. Now we're gonna bend the knee. And before we come into the lunge, I want you to feel that tail under on that right side. Now, keeping that, you can lunge forward. So you really wanna feel that. It's a strong stretch in the top of the hip flexors, opening the front body, which really helps in back bends. Inhale, but it is pretty energetic. And then we'll reach the right arm up and lift up. And just notice how that feels. You can take your gaze down your nose, maybe you're gazing up. And then we're gonna take it into a side bend. So start to bend to the left. And you could either be gazing towards your hand or straight ahead, shoulders away from your ears, but feel that nice stretch on the top of the right thigh and rise up. And then go into the back bend. And maybe you can take both hands, breathing, keep it gentle, and inhale, rise up. But it's a great way to feel refreshed and renew when we go into those deep back bends. So we'll take it down back to a nice child's pose. So just feet together, knees apart, and you can take your body back and just release. Inhale, feel the breath. The breath will take you deeper. Inhale a full breath. Exhale a full breath. It's like you're inhaling the new, you're letting go of the old. And then inhale, rise up. And then from here, we'll come to seated. So you can just take your legs around and take a moment to sit up tall. And then let's just go ahead and really sit up tall. And then from here, let's curl the pelvis back a little bit. Pull the belly way in as you do that. And then try to sit way up, right on top of the sitting bones as best you can. And then exhale, curl back. Pull the belly in as you do that. And inhale and rise up. And one more time, and exhale and curl back. This time we're gonna come all the way down to the floor. So start to curl. You can really pull your belly in. Maybe you can straighten your legs as you come all the way down. And once you're down, you can pause for a moment. And then I'm gonna move over a little bit, but we're gonna bend the knees and pull the right knee into the chest and just straighten your leg. And just move your foot forward and back. You can flex and point. And then we're gonna do a couple circles. Go to the right, go to the left. And then let's bend and straighten as best you can. Bend and straighten as best you can. And one more time. And straighten. And from here, we're gonna take the leg out to the side. So let the left knee open, let the right leg go out to the right. You could support it with your hand. Breathe, just go to where it feels good in your body. Breathing, opening. And then inhale and let it come back. And we'll do the other side. So bending the left leg, go ahead and straighten. And we'll do a few where you flex and point. Trying to keep your leg straight. So even if your leg is lower, right? Just do what feels good in your body. And one more. And now we'll do a couple circles, relaxing the shoulders. Sometimes we don't think about where we might be holding tension. Good, and go the other way. And then let's go ahead and bend the knee and straighten as best you can. bend and straighten as best you can. And we'll do that one more time. And straighten, hold. And now we're going to take it out to the side so you can open the right knee and just support your leg. Just take it to where it's okay in your body. Right, breathing, trying to let that right knee fall open. Breathe, inhale, exhale. Keep breathing. And then inhale, letting the leg come back. And now we're going to come into a bridge. So just take a breath in. Let's articulate. So in other words, curling your tail under to lift up. Lift up as high as you can. And we'll make it an articulating bridge. So reach the arms and start to slowly curl your spine down, pulling the belly way in as you do that, coming all the way down. And then letting the arms come down. Let's do it again. Make it feel good and deep. So curl under, lift up, lift up. Make sure your neck is long as you reach the arms and come down slowly. Try to keep your arms reaching as you come down. You'll get a nice stretch to the side bodies, your shoulders. And one more, inhale and exhale, curling and coming up. Reaching the arms and keep the arms reaching as you curl down. Really reach and let everything come down. And now let's cross the right leg over the left. So the right ankle goes right above the left knee, and try to curl in and see if you can do this and trying to open the right knee so you feel a nice glute stretch on that right side. Pull in. Again, make sure there's no neck tension or shoulder tension. Just pull way in. And you could stay here, or maybe you could cross deeper. See if you can tightly cross your legs and hold onto your feet or your ankles. And you can play around with this, moving the feet up or down, all right? Maybe gently rocking. Just notice what feels good in your body. It's a deep, deep piriformis stretch. And let's slowly release. And we'll go to the other side. So crossing the left ankle over the right knee, pulling in, and gently trying to open that left knee. Breathing. And if you can, crossing a little deeper, grabbing the feet, and just play around with this. All right, what feels good in your body? Breathing. And slowly release. And let's come into a twist now. So lift the hips up. Let's shift them to the left. Let the knees come up, and we'll take the knees over to the right. Gently guiding that left knee over the right, and gently turning the right ribs to the left, trying to open this left shoulder. Maybe you can take your gaze over the left shoulder, only if that feels good in your neck. And then inhale, letting the legs come up. Let's lift up and shift the hips to the right. Let the knees come up. Take them over to the left. Gently guiding that right knee over the left. Turning the left ribs to the right. Rolling the right shoulder open, and then gently taking your gaze maybe to the right or maybe straight up. Breathing. Nice full breath. And then inhale and come back. And then let's take a nice hug in. Hug in. And release. And we'll come into Savasana. So from here, just release. Release everything you don't need, any energy you don't need. And just embrace this moment and take it in. And stay in Savasana as long as you'd like. You can go ahead and pause the video. But I'm going to go ahead and take us out. So stay in this place of renew as we start to move and notice the breath, just slowly moving fingers and toes. And then we'll bend the knees. We'll gently make our way over to the side, finding a fetal position and pausing. And then making your way up to seated. And taking a moment to notice this renewed energy and let it resonate in everything you do in this new year. Namaste.